I have an inspection in the morning. Things I do the night before an inspection. I look up the house. Why do I look up the house? I look up the house for a few reasons. First reason I look at the house is to figure out what the age of the house is and if the house has been flipped. If the house has been flipped, then you can kind of expect a few things. If it hasn't been flipped, I want to mentally prepare myself for those old house problems. Like polybutylene piping or even cast iron. Some old houses even have really bad foundation issues. I want to mentally prepare myself for that. Second reason I look up the house is to see if the listing pictures are going to match up with the actual house itself. And I know this is kind of hit and miss because you got to take the listing pictures with a grain of salt. Listing agents always want to make sure that the house looks perfect in the listing pictures. The more showings, the more eyeballs, the more potential buyers. I look at the listing pictures to see what I can expect. What are some things that you can just tell that you can't Photoshop out? Based off experience, you can see some houses, especially houses that have been flipped. You can see where they kind of probably modified something or cut corners somewhere. It also helps me figure out if the house is occupied or not. Do I have to crawl around stuff or can I just get to stuff easily? Another thing I look for is what type of siding am I going to be dealing with? One house that I did recently last week actually was siding said it was wood, and I knew for the age of the house that was almost impossible in my area that the siding would be wood. Apparently the listing agent thought it was a really convincing type of fiber cement, which does look like wood. It's supposed to look like wood. It's supposed to have that wood grain. But to a trained home inspector, you can clearly see that it's fiber cement from just even a picture. Preparing the night before, we're looking for the size of the house. How long is this house expected to take me specifically? How old is the house? Does the house look flipped, vacant, or is it occupied? This all factors into how much time it's going to take me and then how long is it going to take to write the report. That's it.